Hello, sunshine, and welcome into my channel, Joy to the World. I am Melissa Joy, here to have a little chit chat with you. As you can see, I'm in a different environment, still bringing you a bit of nature, hopefully not too much smacking and whacking. I did a little bit of a mosquito hunt before we began here. They really began amping up as I started to speak. I'm going to say, what were you doing, Joy? Setting up my camera, figuring out where it is. I do like a few seconds test video to see where the better place is to sit, and like to be able to put cards on, which I won't be doing for this one, but they started tuning up. And nature was really giving me the understanding and the idea that right now, as so many people are transforming and clearing out their lives, and it may not feel fully arrived yet, friend. You may still be in the transition, but as that stuff is leaving, it was a big deal. It was heavy things. It was large energies. It was even masses of lots of little energies. Think about a swarm of mosquitoes or hornets or something like that, or like the hornworm who plowed through my garden in 3 days. Now, I was smacking them too. That's why I have a thing with moth energy when it comes to nature, because it will come to steal your fruits, because it eats up all the lushness of who you are. And so these energies are out looking for homes. So spending a lot of time with other people right now, you might feel the energy lifting as you feel better and going, oh yeah, let me call so-and-so, let me do this with so-and-so. But they're talking about kind of like, no, this is just letting you know what nature says. You do your own thing. But kind of tamping that energy down just a little bit, not putting it away, but putting it away. Letting it circulate into yourself instead of just coming through you and then moving out, to come into you and to have its own living and its own being inside of you, because a lot of it is nonverbal. It's things that you don't even know yet. You know, how do we imagine we pull it from somewhere? This is like that stardust, that savings account that builds up in your imagination, so that you can create these things greater than you could think or imagine. So when we sit around people and we spend time with people, we tend to take on their images. We look at their face, we're looking in their eyes, we're taking in soul information and things like that. That's why tribes, clans, communities used to be a benefit, because it was like the honeybees kind of coming together in those vibrations, merging to get an agreement of where the best source is. And so, you know, just like we all have been abiding certain energies that don't serve our well-being, our wealth, our health, our wholeness, and getting those out so that you can be filled with more of you, because you are supposed to be full of yourself. You are supposed to be self-centered, my friend, because if we define self-centered, that means being in the center of yourself. I don't know too many people who drive straddling the lanes in the road. Why? Well, for one, people gonna get mad at you. They're gonna be pissed off, like, excuse me, pick your lane, right? So when you're in the center of yourself, you're not coming in conflict or rubbing up against or putting yourself at risk for all that stuff, all that drama, right? So during this time, since we become who we spend the most time with, they're talking about spend a little extra time with you. A little more personal time with you. You can do anything. Take yourself on dates, 5-minute dates, 5-hour dates, whatever it is. Like the other day when I was leaving the beach from doing readings, I'm in my car halfway home and Spirit's like, my soul was like, donuts. I'm like, what? Because I'm not even much of a donut person, but I was like, okay, a little break from the ordinary. Sure, why not? So I went and got half a dozen donut holes and a coffee. And normally I'd make a coffee at home, because most places coffee kind of sucks. I know my preferences. I am not a snob. I am intimate with myself. Friend, you can use that anytime people try and challenge you, right? But it's just those moments of spending time with yourself in these impromptu joys, because maybe if you're like me, you've spent a lot of time really your headspace being pressed in by all the conditions that are going around, all the difficult things that are coming at you, maybe even things of the past still trying to dissipate off, and because they were so large, so grandiose, it still feels overwhelming at times. So just when these little flitter, flutter, butterfly moments come, these little sparkle, stardust moments come, jump in on it if you have the time and the ability. Give yourself permission. We aren't here to keep regimenting and controlling and parenting ourselves. Who says? Who says? Would you want a friend like that? I mean, because you are of legal age if you're here. You're over 18. You're responsible for yourself. So why not speak to yourself like a friend? Why not befriend your soul, befriend yourself, and enjoy these times? Because it's not this focused work and these serious energies and stuff. This is just a time to be lighthearted, and that is what balances your wheel and keeps it from spinning out and spiraling down or up into things that aren't you. Getting you going against your grain, making things hard. Because sometimes it's in the simple everyday things that we're affirming, reaffirming, and practicing our principles. And these may not be all word principles. Some of them just might be like mind frames, right? Like me, I love to rise early. And I like to spend time on myself first, because once I step foot out into the world of others, and I don't just mean outside in nature, I'm talking about getting around other people that I'm interacting with, then it can just get sucked away, right? So I would just say spend a little more time with yourself, doing a few fun things or a few relaxing things or a few simple things, just like sitting out here, or yesterday I had to burn some bills. I don't have a shredder. I have this little fire pit I dug outside, and so I was burning those, and I look up and I see that my tomato vines were totally snatched. They're plants, but they're actually vines, and just like they're fruit, not a vegetable. But anyways, logistics. Which, speaking sticks, that's what they look like, matchsticks. There's no leaves left on them. And I'm like, where are those hornworms? I tried to look the other day, but I didn't have a lot of time. And they have almost perfect camouflage. And when you come upon one, it is like, ooh, gross, because they're so big, fat, and they have this red curved horn on their tail. You have to pry them off. And normally I put them in a bag and smack them against the wall, because if one gets loose, man, that's it. That's it. And so usually I take care of these things at the beginning and confine them, but I just couldn't. I've had so much going on. So I did it differently this time. Beautiful butterfly showing up over here. Go fritillary, letting your heart go. But anyway, so that fire was going because it was all paper, right? It's raging up, and I would go and pluck one and peel it off with its zipper legs and toss it in that fire. That was gross, but I was like, okay, I've never burned the hornworms, but it's time for y'all to... I don't know if y'all got to see it. It flew right behind the camera for sure. That's where I saw it. But anyways, it came to give us a kiss. All right. Well, for now, I will let us go. So maybe you can kiss that like button. Just a little touch of love, right? Just a little vote for us here at this channel. You could also subscribe. I'd love to have you at my channel. It's free as always. And until next time, I love you.